face this time. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song.
All right, welcome to the Two Woke Boys, episode 91. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together, we are two
Woke
Boys. Hell yeah, dude. Episode 91, we are here. It is another week of just so many things going on.
So many bad things.
Yeah, I mean, we live in the worst country.
Yeah.
And you know that. If you're listening to the show, you know that this country sucks and we absolutely hate it. And there's just, we got a full docket today.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to use multiple pages,
Yeah.
which I don't like to do more than one page.
Because you care about the environment.
I care about the environment. It's not because I'm lazy and I'm like, God damn, we've got 2 pages of fucking bullshit to talk about on here.
Right.
It's not that. It's not that I'm a lazy piece of shit that only wants to use one sheet of paper. It's that I care about the environment.
You care about the environment, which made you care so much about Earth Day this past week. It was Earth Day, and we were out celebrating and, just celebrating the earth and going around outside and finding women who were outside.
We took mushrooms.
Yep.
Yeah. We just ate mushrooms.
Yeah, did a
and
little
saw
shrooms.
colors.
And just went out in nature and smoked some.
And by nature, we mean a Trader Joe's.
Yes.
We went at a Trader Joe's and just freaked
And just
the fuck
tripped
out.
out.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
like, holy fuck, dude.
Right.
Yeah.
And got kicked out, and it was a whole thing. And
But hey, Trader Joe's, they have a bad history of naming their products racist names. So
right. And by racist names, you mean just standard names of a specific culture.
yeah.
Like calling Mexican food Trader Jose's.
Yeah, but is
or,
that
or
standard?
Italian food Trader Giotto's.
Yeah, but is that standard though, or kind of stereotypical?
So stereotypical
Yeah.
and race. It is racist
To say
to
what-
acknowledge that a food comes from a different culture and then use a name of that culture to brand the food.
Yeah, like saying that Chinese food comes from a Wang is
Or Trader
fucked up.
Trader Ming's, I
Yeah,
think they call
yeah,
it. the
see,
Chinese. That is just so
bullshit.
racist. Yeah.
How dare you?
And that's, I mean, we've talked about this before at length because it is a very serious issue that requires our
names
attention.
are, man.
I'd
we
say,
got a lot to say
I'd
about.
say of the problems facing this world
country
and this country, the names of Trader Joe's products. I mean, if you ask
Trader Joe's names, sports team names.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, because we hate sports too. We don't.
Right.
We are not fanboys of fucking pro sports.
No.
I mean, we have a bunch of jerseys, but that's because we wanted to get them out of.
Right, and we're not like
circulation.
stockpiling Washington Redskins gear, Cleveland Indians gear in hopes of like
Selling
them for a higher price
Yeah.
because they're at a premium now and they're not being made anymore. We're not doing that.
We are
Collecting
not.
autographs and bobbleheads and memorabilia. We're so not doing that.
No.
If you go into either of our rooms, it's not just fucking decked floor to ceiling
Yeah.
with Indian branded
Yeah.
sports.
It's
gear.
not that at all.
Yeah.
If you see,
And if you see that, it's not what it looks
it's
like.
not what it looks like. And there are a bunch of fathead posters. Do you know
Yes.
those things?
Oh,
where
yeah.
It was like a big sticker you post on
Right.
your wall of like a pro athlete.
Yeah. Oh, let me put a big picture of a man on my wall.
Look,
yeah.
I got Tom Brady throwing a football.
Right.
on
Yeah,
my-
I'm not gay, so I
Yeah.
don't need to put other
I mean, I do
men
have
on
7
my wall.
of Tom Brady's like on my wall, but it's because I punched a hole in my wall
Nice.
earlier and I had to cover it up.
And you want to
They-
punch another straight white cis man, and you just punch him right in the face, or like where the
yeah.
his head is in the
Yeah.
sticker of the fat head.
And then on the like, you're like, why is Tom Brady's head not there? It was like because I did punch that through the wall,
Right.
And then there's a Hoopastank poster in front of it now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And it's not just because you're jealous of Tom Brady and the fact he's married to one of the most successful supermodels ever, or that he's super rich or good look. I mean, we
Yeah.
don't know if
Or
he's
that I
good
was
looking.
tripping balls on mushrooms and thought Tom Brady was trying to rape me in my sleep. That's not what was going on.
Yeah, that totally didn't happen.
No.
Also, I was going to say that Tom Brady is good looking, but we don't know if he's good looking.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We're like, oh, Tom Brady is so hot. He's aging in reverse. We don't know.
Yeah,
We don't know he's
dude,
good.
What do you?
We can't judge another man's appearance.
I have no
We
idea.
like women, okay?
Yeah. I have no idea if a guy is attractive.
I don't either.
I mean, I know I'm attractive. but
And same. And yeah, same here.
I don't even know if you're attractive.
I don't know if you're attractive.
I've heard that you're attractive, but I would never
Thank you.
say that you're attractive because that would be gay.
That would be
And we are not that at all.
yeah, that would be so gay if
If I
and
told
people,
someone that you were attractive.
right. And I mentioned this I think on last show. People have said to me like, "Oh, Chris is like a good-looking guy," and I'm like, "Okay, what,
Yeah. Okay.
setting a gay trap for me? What do you want me to say?"
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he's ugly, but I'm
Yeah.
also not going to say he's a good-looking guy because that would be super gay.
Yeah.
and
then-
I'm not that.
Yeah, me same here. People have done that to me. They'll be like, "Hey, I didn't know Nick Kroll was like hosting the show with you." And I'm like, "That's not Nick Kroll."
Right.
And they're like, "Oh,
It's
he's
Nick
hot." I'm like,
Cole, all
yeah,
right?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Getting used to it, but
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. So don't stop trying to trap us with these gay ass questions.
yeah. And don't tell the other one is attractive.
Yeah.
Talk to the one that you think is attractive. What are you
Right.
doing? You know,
Yeah.
it's
What
just
is this,
it's like
middle school?
Yeah.
Oh, Emily thinks that you're cute. Well, get Emily over here.
Tell Emily to come get some.
Let's go.
Come on, Emily, come get some.
None of
woke
this.
boy.
Oh, Emily has a crush on you, or Emily had a crush on you.
You're like,
Cole,
you get a
back in the
note.
fall. Yeah. It's
You
like,
get a note and it's like,
come
do
over
you
here,
like
bitch.
Emily?
Let's do
Check
this.
Yes or no?
right.
Yeah, fucking God.
We do not play games.
We are
okay?
mature boys.
Right.
I mean, we should have called this podcast the Two Woke Men.
Men.
Yeah.
Right.
But it is the Two Woke Boys
Right.
because we are trying to hit that demographic of 18 to 24.
Right.
And that's how old we are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just don't
Don't
look at
look
any
into
driver's
it at all.
license or birth certificates.
Do not look us up at all. And
Yeah.
do not look up.
We're both like early to mid 20s.
Yeah, and if you look up ally of the show, Jeff Zinasek, it might say he's 69 years old, but that's because there's another Jeff Zinasek that is actually 69 years old and is a football coach.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with you,
Yeah.
Chris Columbus. So
Absolutely
if you
not.
look up Chris Columbus, it would say he's like 600
1,000 years old. Yeah.
Well, guess what? You're not.
I'm not 600 years old.
Yeah.
And if I was, I'd look pretty good for my age.
Yeah.
But you couldn't say that because that would be gay.
Right. I will never
Yeah.
compliment your
Yeah.
appearance in any way.
So just to be clear, if let's say a girl comes up to one of us and tells me you are attractive, we are both, or they come up to you and tell you I'm attractive.
Right.
We're both gonna have a very weird reaction to that.
Yeah.
We're not just gonna be like, that's cool, like most people would do. We're gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We're gonna lose our minds.
Yeah, we will throw
That's
an
how
absolute tantrum.
That's how straight
That's
we
how
are.
straight we are. We just have this straight heterosexuality
So much.
pouring out of our, and we wish we didn't have that.
Yeah.
Look,
and we believe in there's like a gay spectrum. Everybody's on the spectrum of gay. and
Right.
we are as far away
Yeah,
from that.
we
as
have
possible.
0%
Yeah.
gayness. in
Like
us.
there's no gayness at all
Right.
in us.
Yeah,
So
and again, like
don't
we-
try to convert
we
us
didn't-
either.
Yeah, we didn't pick this life. Okay,
Mhm. Yeah.
we didn't choose to be straight white cis men,
Yeah.
but we're sorry, but at least we're the only good straight
Yeah.
white.
And we
cis men.
believe that gay people, like, you're born that way. So conversion therapy doesn't work. And if it did, we would convert the other way because we love gay stuff.
Yes,
We
would so do that.
would 100% convert to gayness, but we can't.
How
so.
does conversion therapy even work? Like, what do they do to these kids?
think they're
at-
just like-
at these like Christian.
They just take gay
camps?
kids and they're like, hey, you love pussy.
Yeah,
That's
it's
what
like,
they do. They're like,
I honestly,
how good is pussy?
right? Yeah,
I guess. I don't know.
yeah. I don't know how.
But
it
then,
works.
but then they're like, don't have sex. But if you did, pussy would
Right,
be
right.
the way to go.
yeah, it seems like kind of mixed messages
Yeah.
for sure.
Don't have sex until you're married. But if you do get married,
But marry a woman
with
yeah.
a pussy, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So we'll say it. Conversion therapy is bad, and we
Mm-hmm.
don't care how many sponsors or money
Mhm.
or fans we lose from saying
Now, I do think, now this may be a weird take, but
Okay.
I think that if you're a gay woman, I believe I could convert you.
Yeah, we've had
You know
this
what I mean?
conversation before, and I think you may have these delusions of your sexual abilities that
Yeah.
you think you can so-called cure
Oh.
women of their gayness.
I have a prescription, and it is vitamin D. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems
D.
right. It seems maybe not really the most appropriate or real thing
A heavy
that exists.
dose of vitamin D
Yeah.
just pumped into you
Yeah.
multiple times.
Right. I think they would still be lesbian,
I mean, we'll see.
even if they hooked up with you, but
Maybe we'll see. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe they need a couple sessions. You know what I'm saying?
right.
They need to come by and pick up a few
Right.
injections.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
weekly
Right.
that I would prescribe. Every couple of Saturdays.
Yeah.
At, I don't know, 2 a.m.
Right. Yeah, and I mean it is interesting that you have this theory, especially because you've had multiple exes who used to be straight and now have gone the other way.
Yeah. See,
and now
it does.
are
It
out
does work.
lesbians now,
Yeah. Well, I'm helping the LGBTQ community by
converting
having
women
straight
the
women
other way.
become gay after dating me for a
Right.
few months.
Yeah. So that seems to kind of fly in the face of your theory that you can turn women from lesbians to straight. Because it seems like they're more running
Going the
away
other way from
you
straight. Well,
and straight men as a whole.
okay. Well, if I get in there again, I'll flip them back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you ever see that movie, Rookie of the Year?
Yeah.
It's about this kid who he's like, he's playing baseball or whatever. He like falls on his arm, and then his arm, the doctor's like, "What's wrong with your arm?" Then he finds out he can throw like 103 miles an hour because he fell on it, right?
Yeah.
So then at the end of the movie, he falls on it again, and it makes it normal again.
Right.
So like, I had straight sex with this woman, made her gay.
Yeah.
Then if I had gay sex with this woman, I would make her straight. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I identify in the LGBTQ
As
plus IA community
bisexual. Right.
as a bisexual.
Right.
So she's gay. That doesn't affect me. I will have sex with a gay woman,
Right.
and then she will.
Which you think makes
Flip
you
back the other way.
bisexual, and that's your truth. And
Yes.
I've tried
We
to
are all about
I've tried to-
my truth.
right. I've tried to question you on this and challenge you on this before, but it's your truth, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what it is.
We know the hierarchy of truth, and that's what this podcast is all about.
Right.
And our truth is more important than the truth.
Right. And if you try to come at us with the so-called objective truth or whatever, and it contradicts our truth, shut the fuck up and
Yeah,
get
shut
away
up,
from
bitch.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get away from our truth.
Right. You're
Yeah.
just lying. You're
Mhm.
trying to take us down. Well, guess what? No one will ever take us down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what are you gonna come steal my podcast gear?
Yeah.
Come get it.
Good
bitch.
luck,
Yeah,
because we are fully strapped every episode.
yeah. This podcast is on lockdown
Yeah.
every week.
And if you somehow get past the fortress outside of our gated community, you got another one coming.
Yeah, because
Once you
the
enter the
boys
studio.
are a couple of fortresses in themselves.
That's right.
Because let's say you just got into the big castle. That's our
Right. We're like the boss. in the
Yeah,
video
exactly.
game.
One
Top of the castle. Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are the boss fight, and
Right.
you will fucking you walked into the wrong castle. You got to build up your character before you come in here.
Take on the
Go
bosses.
collect
yeah.
some berries and get some XP before you come into this house.
Yeah.
Bitch. All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice to start off the episode on a nice positive note. And
it's
that's
a positive
this
podcast.
podcast is all about positivity and mental health. Now, having said that, we're going to get into a bunch of negative stuff now in protest of climate change, or like inaction on climate change. There was a man who set himself on fire during Earth Day
Mm-hmm.
to protest climate inaction
He set himself on fire on the steps
of the Supreme Court.
Mhm.
When Alan Bruce, 50 years old, self-immolated on the court's plaza around 6:30 p.m. on Friday, police said he was airlifted to a hospital where he died of his injuries the next day. Photographer and devout Buddhist from Boulder, Colorado, Bruce appeared to have been planning the act for some time. And then someone else said, this act is not a suicide. wrote Dr. Kriti Kanko, a climate scientist and Zen Buddhist priest. This is a deeply fearless act of compassion to bring attention to climate crisis. So it's not a guy. So even though he killed himself, he didn't kill himself.
Yeah.
Because of
The
how
environment killed himself.
Right. Because it was so brave.
Yeah.
And this is totally going to change everything. And this isn't just a mentally insane man killing himself publicly and ruining the lives of. I'm sure that's not going to completely scar the people around that area for life and give them terrible PTSD. And
and also a climate scientist who's also a Buddhist, just saying, well, hey, that was what I believe.
Right,
you know?
right.
Doing that also helped.
Yeah, so that's what activism is all about, is about lighting yourself on fire and killing yourself.
Yeah.
But don't do that. Like, we're anti-suicide, but if you're gonna do that, then you should have like a great message to go along with it, you know?
100%.
And so if there's any, like, again, we're anti-suicide, but, you know, we've dated some kind of activist-y girls in our day, and if any of them have been on the fence of protesting in a similar manner, we would say, go ahead and live your truth. Again, we're not telling you to kill yourself, because like this Buddhist guy said, it was not a suicide.
Yeah.
It was a amazing protest.
This is the kind of,
if any of our exes want to do that, then knock yourselves out, you know?
Yeah. Setting people on fire for climate change, like in protest, like saying like, hey, the earth is hot, so look at this person on fire. That's kind of what you're trying to do there. And sometimes you have to send a message, and I think it's important to do that. So, you know, like there's a homeless encampment right down the street from where I live.
Okay.
And I think it might be important if that, you know, if that caught fire, that would be kind of a big message.
Right.
Because there's like a bunch of them, and they're like right there, and they're fucking just in the way. And
now in this situation,
that
would they know that they're about to be lit on fire?
Yes. They would consent for sure.
Okay.
It would be a consenting.
So you or this hypothetical person,
not me.
Not
I'm
you.
not doing anything.
No.
I'm just.
But you're
doing
saying
a
in this
podcast.
situation, this hypothetical person would ask them, is it okay if I light you all?
Yeah.
And
Are
light
you
this
guys
encampment
kind
on
of
fire?
cold? And they would say yes, and I'd be like, okay.
Okay, that doesn't
And
seem to be
then-
the same thing.
Fucking hucka.
Molotov right in there. Yeah.
Well, it's a packed good of items that are necessary for the homeless. You know?
Sure.
A glass bottle for them to, you know, put drinks in or whatever.
Right.
That is filled with gasoline, because gas is very expensive and homeless people need help. And if they get a car, they can have gasoline, right?
Sure.
Then there'll be a rag that's tucked into the top of that glass bottle filled with gasoline, and they can, you know, use that rag to wash themselves or clean stuff or whatever they need to do. And it's also cold at night, so they need heat. So you just light a little fire on the rag with the bottle of gasoline, and you just drive by and go, here, take that, fucking homeless guys, and just keep going and get the fuck out of there.
Right.
And then, you know,
Again, it sounds like
then climate change happens.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
the climate of that street gets a lot hotter,
Yeah.
which adds to the carbon emissions, and it's bad.
But to be clear, you haven't ever done that
No,
yourself.
I've
Okay.
never done any of that.
Okay.
No.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that kind of sounds like
I've only delivered goods to the homeless.
right, in the form of glass
Item.
bottles,
Yeah.
wet rag, lit on fire, filled with
Sure.
gasoline.
Yes,
Okay.
but
Yeah. Well, we don't want to
there's no
implicate ourselves in any
donating to the
horrible
homeless is
crimes
good.
here. Yeah.
And if you donate to the homeless, you're a good person.
Right.
And that's what this podcast is all about.
Yeah.
Being a good person.
Right. We are the best people.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we encourage more brave action to protest climate change by things like that, by lighting yourself on fire, killing yourself. That makes a lot of sense.
I mean, what else could you do about the environment that's better than killing yourself?
That's true.
I mean, the environment, like
One less carbon emitter.
Yeah, exactly. There's too
Although-
many people on the
right.
planet, so if you take yourself out, then you did it.
Right. Although
That's
that's probably not the most like carbon friendly way of going
setting
out,
yourself on fire is kind of
There's
like
some
not.
fumes.
Yeah, it's kind of like we don't like smoking because that's bad, right?
Unless a girl is into smoking, then
Yeah,
we
if
love
you're
it.
into then 420, baby, what's up?
Right, or any kind, or cigarettes.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
do that too. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like lighting a cigarette outside of a building. Like we just like, ew, I can't believe you're smoking. you
Yeah,
know?
unless you're a hot
hot
woman
woman,
doing it.
yeah,
Yeah, like a
yeah.
European where smoking is more part of their culture, and we're like,
100%.
oh, like what country are you from?
And you're
There's
like
a cool
cultured
accent.
for smoking.
Right.
Yeah. You're like, wow, you're like smart because you are addicted to cigarettes, I guess.
Yeah,
You know, that's cool.
that definitely makes you cooler.
Yeah, and cultured, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. But yeah, it's like lighting a cigarette outside of a building is bad. But imagine if you were the cigarette,
Right.
like your entire body was a giant cigarette.
Yeah.
That would be bad.
Yeah.
So this guy's kind of a jerk and not as good for the environment as us.
Right.
You know, like he's trying to be a hero, but we are heroes.
Yeah.
Because we do more things for the environment. Like, you know, I mean, I'll post a picture of trash on the ground on my social media.
Or a mask on the
Mhm.
ground.
Yeah. I'll walk by a mask on the ground. I'll see it on the ground. I'll take a picture of it. And I'll just be like, we are the virus. And then just post
God,
that.
it's so
And
deep.
just watch those likes
Just flow in.
flow
yeah.
in. Yeah.
Just a
Hashtag
tsunami of-
environmentalism. Hashtag climate.
Yeah.
Hashtag, all that
Just
stuff.
a tsunami of likes and comments and
And then a bunch of people like that will be like, wow, it's so true,
yeah.
you know? And that's art. I'm making art that really sends a message
Right.
to, and did I pick up the trash that I took a picture of? on the ground?
Absolutely not.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm not touching that. Are you fucking
Yeah, it's
kidding me?
disgusting.
Gross.
Yeah.
And was it my mask from earlier? Yeah, 100%. But
Absolutely.
they fucking dropped the mask mandate, so I fucking threw it off and
Right.
stomped out on the ground.
Yeah.
And it was just like, look at this planet, what we do to this planet.
Yeah. But we are still wearing masks, even though that you don't have to anymore.
Well, you do have to in Los Angeles.
Oh,
County.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
LA reinstated the mask mandates
Like
for
literally,
public transportation.
literally 2 days after a federal judge was like, it's unconstitutional. So the mask ban on public transit was lifted all over the country, right? But in Los Angeles County, which is like, I guess, the Vatican, we're like, hey, Constitution, what? Who cares? We're just going to make our own laws here. So if you fly on a plane, you don't have to wear a mask unless it's in Los Angeles County. So when you go to LAX to fly somewhere, you have to wear a mask, but the second it gets in the air, you can take it right off.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And yeah, so even though you are allowed to take off your mask now, we're not doing it, and we're
Because
still
we're
wearing
good
it.
people.
We're good people, and
Mhm.
we're posting pictures saying like, yeah, you don't have to wear a mask anymore, but we're still doing it for ourselves and for others.
Yeah, because we care about others.
Right. And we're not just doing it so we can make those posts. We're not just wearing the mask for 2
No,
seconds,
we're not doing
the
that.
time it takes to do a selfie, and then immediately throwing the mask on the ground and stomping on it
Mm.
right after posting the selfie. We're totally not doing that.
No.
We are keeping those masks on all the time.
Yeah.
Like we should be masked up right now
Mhm.
doing this podcast.
Well, we're doing an entertainment podcast. We're media.
oh, right.
Remember the media class didn't have to.
Right, we're
abide by any
exempt.
rules.
Yeah. Yeah, we loved all those those elite gatherings of like Gavin Newsom and when he would have those secret dinners amongst the big Democratic political elite and other stuff like that, where everyone would be eating and partying and stuff, maskless, but then the service workers would all be masked up, and we love that type of different rules for different people because we are elite. We are top tier. We are better than you. If you work a service job, if you're a waiter or bartender or janitor, we are so much better than you.
Yeah.
And so you should all have to mask up still because you're our servants.
Yeah.
But we should not have to.
Yeah.
But we still do because we're
If we're making a public post about
Right.
masks being important, or
Right.
anything like that, or
Yeah.
if we make a public post, mask, and then it's like a costume.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great. So
We love that.
Yeah,
we love the masking thing. And there are people that are like, you know, that have gotten really upset that they ruled it unconstitutional, you know. But it's not like you can't wear a mask. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like these people are like, what are we gonna do? And it's like, well, you can just wear one if you want. You don't have to. Like, why do you need your thing that you want to do like enforced on everybody?
Yeah. Well, because you could catch it from someone else,
Mm-hmm.
and people's cloth masks have been proven to be extremely effective against preventing COVID spread.
Nothing is more like clean and
sanitary
than buying a mask from China that's like mass produced in some bullshit market or whatever, sent over, sits in the back of a truck, you open it, never wash it, and then just leave it in your car door, and it falls out, you step on it 9 times, you know, all that shit.
Very sanitary
It's so
and
sanitary.
very protective against COVID-19. So we are still wearing our cloth masks everywhere we go because we care until the selfie is done, then the mask coming off. But
100%.
But yeah, we are just good people is what I'm trying to say here. Other news going on today, well, we don't like to be specific on what days we're recording this podcast because it's going to confuse our listeners because they're dumb. But I'll just say this. Sunday, April 24th is Armenian Genocide Remembrance Day, the 107th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide at the hands of the Ottoman Empire, where 1.5 million Armenians were massacred and starved by Ottomans. And no, Chris, I know you're probably going to, not the footrest.
The footrest.
Yeah, not that. There was an Ottoman Empire. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So, are they still around?
Now they're the Turkish now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Ottoman Empire became Turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
the
did
country, not the bird.
Food, yeah.
Or food is, But more importantly, a bird.
Yeah. You're right. It's not food. It's
right. We are plant-based.
Yeah, we are plant-based.
I mean, we're very much carnivorous, but
like I only eat meat.
Right.
But
yeah.
I am a vegan ambassador.
Right.
Which means I yell at other people to be vegan like me.
And they're like, you're literally eating a beef hamburger right now.
And I'm like, well, you got to do your part.
Right.
I'm doing my part, which is yelling at you.
Yeah, just like with masks, we're exempt. We are the people at the round table of
we're media class. We're telling you to do the thing that you're supposed to do.
Right. So you are our servers, bartenders, janitors.
We believe in equality, but get under us, you fucking lowly piece of shit.
Yeah.
We are in this higher class, and you're this low piece of shit.
Just like before, we're the boss in the video game, and you're just, you're a peasant.
You're a wiener.
You're a serf.
Yeah. Nice.
Like SERF.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's the Armenian Genocide, and there's a remembrance going on, big Armenian community where we live in LA and Glendale particularly, and a lot of cars are driving with the Armenian flags, and we just want
white cars usually.
White BMWs typically, yes.
Yeah.
But we just want to take this moment to reach out to the Armenian women listening to this podcast, and we know it's so sad that maybe you had ancestors that were killed and family members affected by this Armenian genocide, and such a sad day for you, and we just want to make it better for you. So hit us up in our DMs, come over and educate us. We don't know much about it, admittedly.
Yeah.
Educate
I didn't know
us.
what an Armenian was until like a week ago, so yeah.
Gotcha. So educate us about the Armenian genocide, and we will listen to you and learn from you. But then when the story is taking a little too long, we'll be like, okay, we got it. That's enough.
That's great. Yeah.
Just shut up. We're going to put on
I mean,
Netflix.
I get it. It's been going on for thousands of years, but it doesn't have to.
And then
the story doesn't have to take that long.
Right,
also.
right. Yeah, we can get to the Cliff's Notes version, and then we'll just kind of put our arm around you and comfort you and say it's going to be okay. Everything. I would never if there's going to be another Armenian or an Armenian American genocide, I will not let them take you. I would never let them take you.
I will protect you, and I'll wrap my arms around you, and then I'll just kind of start grinding my groin up against you really
with her consent.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then, so that's what we want to do to all the Armenian women out there. We'll maybe even rent a white BMW to impress you.
Oh, 100%. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely going to be hanging out at the Glendale Galleria Mall over there. And
Oh, yeah.
just, by the fucking perfume kiosk and just, just trying to find some Armenian queens.
Some baddies. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're out there for sure.
Yeah. And so on the other side of that token are the modern day Ottomans, which are the Turkish. The Armenians and Turkish do not get along.
Yeah.
And this talk of Armenian, obviously, so Turkey does not acknowledge the genocide, unlike modern day Germany is very like acknowledging of what happened with the Holocaust, for example. They're acknowledging that like their previous government did all of that. But Turkey does not acknowledge the Armenian genocide. They say it's lies, it's not what it looks like, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And so
Were they like, that was the Ottomans, that wasn't us?
I mean, kind of.
So is that like they transitioned into a new country?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of like Bruce Jenner when he like hit a guy with a car
And killed
and
her.
and they were like, you hit a guy, and they're like, that wasn't
Was
me.
it? Yeah, I can't remember
I'm
if it was a guy or
Caitlyn Jenner.
girl he killed.
Bruce
But
Jenner did that, not
Right.
me.
Yeah.
I'm a new person.
Right.
Don't dead name me.
Yeah, that was a great rebranding by Caitlyn. It's like, that was the old me who killed the person with my car. The new me
Yeah.
doesn't.
But it wasn't him. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Or it wasn't her.
Right.
Because a dude did that. That was Bruce
So
Jenner.
that was pre-transition?
I believe so.
Okay.
It was right around that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Woman of the Year.
Yes.
You know?
She is a queen, although we don't like her because she's conservative, but we like her because she's trans.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But
And she set the standard for transing.
she did.
Yeah.
She
But
did.
maybe the Ottomans did. by
Right.
Transitioning into Turkey.
Right. That's interesting.
You know?
But there's a lot of animosity between modern day Armenia and Turkey and Armenians and Turkish.
Mm-hmm.
And so I used to live in Glendale, and I would see on signs of Armenian shops, they would say like, no Turkish products are sold here. We have a ban on Turkish goods. So like they're not forgetting about the whole thing. Yeah. And they're not,
Is Armenia a country?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you knew that, right? You were just asking on behalf of our dumb listeners who have no geopolitical
I knew that
knowledge.
100%. And those dumb idiots out there don't know any better. See, this is what makes me such a good broadcaster. I know how regular people think. Not because I'm dumber than most people, but because I can see into the tiny, dumb heads of normal people. And my big brain knows what to say.
Right.
It's not me just being like, I don't know what.
It's definitely not that.
I don't even know what Turkey was really.
Right. So again, Armenian women, hit us up in the DMs. The Kardashians are Armenian women. They can hit us up. Kim K, if you're tired of Pete Davidson and all his bullshit and his mental illness, which we do not have because we're normal.
Yeah.
Hit us up. And
we are advocates for mental health.
Yeah.
But he's a dumb fucking weirdo.
Crazy guy. Yeah.
Mentally ill and sucks.
Yeah. Was suicidal.
Loser.
Yeah. Weirdo. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're so much better than that.
Yeah. He's on SNL. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we have so
we
much
have a
more.
podcast.
Where's his podcast?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
He does one sketch on an episode of SNL every week. We do the whole hour show right here every week. And this is live when we do it.
Right.
I mean, you're getting a tape of it, but we're live.
Right.
Live from Toluca Lake, California. It's Two Woke Boys.
That's right.
I'm speaking.
We are speaking. So yeah, Kim K, any of the Kardashians, hit us up in our DMs. We will steal you from your current boyfriends or husbands or whatever because we're better guys than them.
Mm-hmm.
And but back to Turkish women. Okay, so there's this animosity between Armenians and the Turkish. And maybe a lot of these Turkish women feel guilty for the sins of their great-great-grandfathers
We'll definitely
or whatever.
kind of play into that.
Oh, we will.
You know,
We will
I don't want to
say-
say gaslight you, but we will.
We will.
Yeah.
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 So, and you should feel bad
You
for
should feel really
what
bad.
your ancestors did, and you've been a bad girl.
Yeah. You've
Okay?
been real bad.
You've been a
girl.
real bad girl, and you need to
You
be
need a spanking.
you need
You know what I mean?
you need to be reprimanded.
Yeah.
Okay? So hit us up in our DMs if you want to be punished.
Yeah. We will
For
punish
your-
you real good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
With your consent.
with your
But
of course.
we fucking come in with a safety word. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. So hit us up in our DMs, Turkish women, if you want to be punished, but in a good way, like winky face,
Yeah,
wink emoji,
But also devil emoji.
Right.
The smiling one.
right?
Yeah.
Smiling devil for sure.
Mhm.
But here's something. Here's the best way we can heal the divide.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah,
Both of them,
both of them.
same time.
Let's have a
Yeah.
summit.
Yeah.
We need to bring
a
both
summit
sides.
at the peak
Right.
of. So
Well, I was talking
both
about a
of-
different type of summit, like a meeting between two sides. You're thinking like summit, top of the mountain.
Yeah, but the summit would be a meeting.
Summit at a summit.
100%.
Yeah.
And they could both sit on top of me and then have their dialogue
Right.
while I'm underneath of them.
For sure.
You know?
So yes, Armenians, Turkish women, hot, like
Mhm.
under 25. Hit us
Yeah.
up in our DMs and we will have this dialogue and we'll bring the two sides to the table. Option is also on the table for Russian and Ukrainian women,
Yeah. We'll do this
Israeli and
too.
Palestinian women, all the different.
White and black.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, we got
Yeah.
hey, there's all kinds of problems
There's
out
all
there.
yeah.
And we can solve them by having a threesome with two chicks of two different opposing sides.
Right, and they'll
And
be
that's
like
how
getting at each other, and
Mhm.
like we'll be like, ladies, let's keep it.
Yeah, we'll
let's
kind
keep
of
it
grab them
civil
by both of their breasts
with
and
their
just kind of
consent,
yeah, and then just
kind of move them apart, and then like now let's come together now.
and then just kind
and
of
we
smash my face with their titties or whatever.
yeah, if they want that.
yeah, if
but,
they want that.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's great. So we're looking forward to having those dialogues
Mm-hmm.
with all the women out there and healing these divides that exist in our world. Now, speaking of like relationships and dating things, we saw this incredible TikTok that, well, I originally saw it, I was alerted to it from an article. It was like BuzzFeed or something. It was like this lady on TikTok, or this girl just came up with the best hack for finding out if you're let's see, do I do other device or headphones? Or it's probably other device, right? So please stand by for these technical difficulties. We are very technical boys. Oh yeah, plug her in there. All right, so I'm pulling up this. Let's see if it plays. So yeah, so this article, this BuzzFeed article or something like that said this woman discovered
Thumbs up if the sound comes in.
this woman discovered the hack for finding out if your boyfriend is cheating, and here it is.
How I found out my boyfriend of 2 years cheated on me. I promise you, the way I found out, if you use this, you will find out if your boyfriend's cheating on you, no matter what, 100%. It's literally guaranteed. I'm not going to go over like the actual details that made me think he was cheating. I'm literally just going to go over what I did to find out if he was. So let's get into it. I called him at night and I made sure he was home. This is very important because you have to make sure they're doing something where they can like sit down and like not have any distractions. So I actually texted his mom. I was like, hey, is home? She goes, yeah. So that's when I called him. I said, I'm only calling you for 2 reasons. One, if we're going to be broken up forever. Or two, we're going to be broken up maybe down the road, you know, when I move back to Iowa, blah, blah. We'll figure it out. So he goes, okay, like, what's up? What's up? I said, prop your phone up against a pillow, scoot very far away from it, and put your hands in your lap. And he was like, okay. So we did that. I said, you're not going to touch your phone and you're going to give me your Snapchat password. And he's like, oh my God, like, I don't know my Snapchat password. You guys are going to hate me. I literally put 1 minute. Part two.
Okay, so that was part one, and there is a part two. And here it is.
So he said he didn't know his Snapchat password. And I was like, oh my God, that's fine. You don't need to know your Snapchat password. I said, just go upstairs, grab your mom's phone, start recording on her phone. I'll be like, 3, 2, 1, action. So I know from when the video starts to when it ends, so like he can't like crop it, you know what I'm saying? Well, his mom was sleeping, or it was like 9 o'clock, it's too late, right? So I was like, screen recording. I was like, you can screen record, literally I'm gonna be like 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna like wave my hand, like literally, this is like how freaking crazy it made me. I was like, I'm gonna like wave my hand, so I know when the video is literally starting to where it's gonna be ended. He goes, perfect, I'll screen record. So he said he did it, that he was gonna send it. Well, he never sent it. I was like, where's the video? He goes, it's sending. I was like, I'm not getting it. And that's when he said he didn't send it. So that's how I found out how he was cheating in Iowa, and I'm literally living in California. I didn't have to be there. I didn't have to check his phone. I didn't have to ask around. I literally just caught him red-handed. And that's also when I like started the screen recording of like me crying. People are probably gonna be like, oh, why did you make that TikTok? I actually made the TikTok because I've been in an unloyal relationship before, and I know that if I ever wanted to go back to it, I'm gonna go watch my heart break. So
Wow.
Wow.
So that is just so brilliant. So the hack for finding out if your boyfriend is cheating, which works 100% of the time,
He's psycho.
is, well, yeah.
Be a spaz.
Some would say that, but the hack in her words is asking him for his Snapchat password so you can log into his Snapchat, or if he doesn't give his password to you, then you hit up his mom and have her record, or have the boyfriend use the mom's phone to record himself scrolling through his Snapchat and then send you the video of it. So it works 100% of the time.
Yeah, here's how to find out if your boyfriend is cheating. Join the NSA, and then just, you know how like they can look through your phone
Everyone's
and all
phone,
that.
yeah.
So just do that, and then look up your boyfriend, and then just
Look at
peer
all his
through
messages.
literally all of their records.
Right.
You know?
And it works 100% of the time. So that's just absolute brilliance, and not just something that would end any relationship immediately, whether there's been infidelity or not. Like, if I was...
I feel like if you're at a point where that is happening, it's probably not a good relationship in the first place.
Yeah. And we've definitely never had any women come to us and be like, Cole, show me your phone right now. Like, oh, who's that? Who's Sarah? And I'm like, it's no one. It's just like a coworker. She's like, coworker, you don't even have a job. I'm like, yeah, no, it's just like
different job that I used to have.
Yeah, I used to have. And she's like, you've never had a real job in your life. You've always just lived off
poetry is your job.
Is,
that bar that you went to and met that girl while you were doing.
And I have this
that was technically work.
Right, and I have this podcast. This is a job.
Yeah,
it's
a job. I mean, there's never been a girl on here except for the one time.
The one girl, but she was
we hit
taken,
on her the whole time, and
she was engaged, which we didn't know about until she was here.
She was into this matriarchal or patriarchal bullshit.
Yeah, monogamous bullshit.
Gross.
Yeah,
no thanks.
Yeah, we don't like to talk about her, Megan, anymore. We hate her.
I mean, she's cool. Follow her, but
but she also broke our hearts.
Yeah, and tell her to come back on the pod.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's not too. I'm pretty sure
polyamory is still on the table.
Right. Yeah, she is. I think she's got a wedding date coming up, but we will be there objecting at her wedding.
100%. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just a brilliant hack to ask for your boyfriend's Snapchat password.
I like that it's like a hack. It's like, hey,
as like some
here's a hack. Search through everything
Right.
always.
Like I was expecting, like, oh, if he like ask him a question, and if he like looks to the left or like blinks, then you can pick up his body language. It's a hack. Nope, literally just ask to log into his social media.
Look through all of his
through
stuff.
his phone to see if he is messaging
Dig through
other
his
women.
garbage.
Yeah. What a brilliant hack, and definitely worthy of millions and millions of views.
What were the
on
comments
TikTok.
like on that video? Did you read any of the comments?
Yeah, a lot of the comments said what you said. Like, if you're at the point where you're doing this, you should probably just end the relationship.
Okay. There wasn't a lot of like.
There were some comments like, "Oh, girl, this is so good. This is why like I have all my boyfriend's social media passwords."
Oh my God.
And that's very normal.
Yeah,
that's very normal to do.
Yeah. You ever meet those people that like their social media is like
A couple's account.
yeah, like Chris and Steve's,
Right.
Or Chris.
Those are
and
definitely the
Gina's.
most like normal, mentally healthy, well-adjusted couples that don't completely crash and burn in the long term.
Yeah, for sure.
Those always end well.
Yeah, it's like you see those accounts like where it's like Chris and Gina's account or
Right.
whatever. those you'll see them post like kind of every day for like 3 months and then just nothing.
Right.
And you're like, huh. I
Wonder what happened
Yeah,
there.
I wonder what happened there.
Yeah. The couples who post most about how happy they are together on social media are the happiest ones.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have a couples account, you're even more happy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
that's how it is.
that's just the way it works. And but if you try to start a couples, if you like get into a relationship with us and try to start a couples account, get the fuck out of here.
Can't do a
shit.
couples account.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We will do an OnlyFans, but we can't have our face in the video, just our penis or whatever.
Right, because we value our reputation and career. And I mean, you can make a couples account, but like we're not gonna like post it. We're keeping our own accounts. And if she's like, oh no, you can't have your own account anymore.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
wild.
Yeah, fuck you.
Get out of here. Yeah, that's crazy.
So we love that dating hack. And if you're a girl out there who suspects your boyfriend might be being unfaithful, definitely do that to him right now. Even if you don't suspect anything now.
Here's the other
if he has nothing to hide, then there's nothing there. So all the hot women listening to this, I just want to say quick here, Chris, all the hot women listening to this, if you have a boyfriend, ask him to ask him for a Snapchat password right now. And if he's like, what are you talking about? This is bullshit. This is over. Then like, perfect. Then you're single. Hit us up in our DMs and we'll start something.
Actually, here's what you should do. Take your boyfriend's phone, log in and subscribe and follow the Two Woke Boys accounts on everything.
That would really show.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like,
love that.
Yeah, write a comment under there like, I'm so woke. I love this show. The show rules, all that stuff. So do all that, and then also do that on your account also. And also, if you suspect that your boyfriend is cheating on you, before you do anything, if you want to cheat on him back in retaliation, hit us up. We will help you get revenge on a thing that you're not even sure is happening.
Yeah, but if you've ever had the thought, then it's definitely happening.
Yeah.
And like, you don't need proof in the sense of the word. You just need a thought because it's your truth.
Yeah.
If your truth is that your boyfriend, like if you ever have a dream, you ever have a girl say that, like, you cheated on me in my dream. You know, if you've ever had a dream that your boyfriend has cheated on you, it means he did.
He did cheat on you.
So you need to get revenge on him immediately.
By having sex with
banging the Two Woke Boys.
Yeah.
Either separately or maybe we take her on a trip to Paris.
Yeah.
One-way ticket to the Eiffel Tower.
You will be the base of the Eiffel Tower.
That's right. So, you know, that's just something that you should do out there, and we hope you're inspired by that not completely psychotic girlfriend who had it coming.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So there are other toxic relationships going on right now. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
There's so many toxic relationships. It's just like, you know, in this social media age that we live in, people don't have their privacy, and that's just abhorrent.
Yeah.
And this whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard situation is heartbreaking. We totally side with Amber.
Oh, yeah.
Amber is a queen.
We believe all women.
Yeah. And
unless they're saying something bad about us.
Yeah.
But otherwise,
if we were dating Amber Heard, she'd be a crazy, dumb bitch. And Jesus Christ, we'd be on the stand with Johnny Depp dressed like a pirate also, you know?
Oh, yeah.
We'd be wearing like, I mean, he's the one guy that has more scarves than us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's not many of them.
They kicked him out of the pirate movies. He's no longer a pirate of the Caribbean.
Right.
Because of...
We should replace... Are they making any more? We should be...
Probably.
We'll be Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like, what if one of us... Or you want to be like the Orlando Bloom guy? What was his character?
I don't know.
Like the sidekick?
I don't know any.
Can I be Jack Sparrow and you be like the sidekick?
I'll be Christopher Columbus.
Oh, that does fit the theme. Yeah.
He's kind of a pirate.
A swashbuckler. Yeah. Exploring the seas and plundering and
crushing everybody for spices and shit.
Right.
Hell yeah.
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 I mean, the history of your family is abhorrent.
Bad. Yeah.
Just like
that was bad.
Just
and we
like
denounced
the
that.
Turkish should do. They should denounce their family, their country's history,
but
like
I'm
you
the
do
Ottoman
to yours.
Empire, which I'm like, that wasn't me.
Wasn't me. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
like
a
that
different
Shaggy
country now.
song. Remember that
Right.
song?
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm a different thing. So shut up about that. Don't
Yeah.
bring it up.
So
But
we stand
should
with
be,
Amber Heard because we believe all women, and
Mhm.
if
And look, a lot of people are like, she's so crazy. She like shit in his bed. It's like maybe something was wrong with her. Maybe she was emotionally distressed while she was.
maybe she had bad mental health,
Hmm. Yeah,
which
definitely
is important.
Yeah, most women have horrible mental health.
well, and that's why
because-
we have to be here to
but
save
it's not their fault.
It's society's fault.
It's society's fault that they have smaller brains and
Well, that's
that the logical thought is not part of the things that are in their small brains.
yeah. Well, that's one theory, but
And it's also what makes women crazy?
what?
Men.
Oh yeah,
So it's not their fault.
right. It's
So
other
women are
men.
crazy, but it's men's fault.
right, but not
so-
us.
No, not us, because we're the good ones.
We're the good ones, and
Yeah.
we will cure you.
Yeah, you
And-
might become more crazy with us, but that's
And
that's not our
hateful
fault.
of men
Yeah.
because
Well, that's what we're trying to do. See what I'm saying?
make them hate men.
Yeah, because men are bad.
Right.
So if we treated you good, you would think men are good, and then you would be nice to men. But if we treat you like absolute garbage, then you'll be like, ugh, all men are trash. And we're like, we taught her correctly.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it just takes some effort, And, Amber Heard, if you want to come over to – actually, I don't want her to come over here. I would go to her place.
Right,
'cause I
right.
don't want her to shit in my
Yeah,
bed.
that's
You can,
so disgusting.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But we would have a quick dialogue with her
Mhm,
for the
sure.
for the story,
Oh, no doubt.
and
yeah.
then we're out of there.
Yeah, we are getting
Yeah,
out. Yeah, yeah.
Tires squealing
Yeah,
in the
we are
driveway.
peeling out.
Yeah.
Just fucking flooring it out of here.
Right.
Mhm.
But after we have a dialogue with her. So, yeah, Amber Heard, hit us up in our DMs if you want a little rebound from Johnny Depp, and we'll heal you. There are other famous women in the news. Sasha Obama, in the news for their relationship. Sasha Obama has had a new boyfriend reveal, and his name is Clifton Powell Jr., a 24-year-old former basketball player and son of the actor Clifton Powell. And so they've been together now, and a nice black couple. We support that,
Mhm.
Black king and black queen.
We love that.
Although, we think that she should maybe be more down with the swirl and
Mhm.
maybe leave that guy for us.
Yeah, she needs.
It's like this guy was born with I'm reading some stuff about this guy, Clifton Powell. It says he enjoyed a privileged upbringing with a pricey private school education. This guy was born with a silver spoon in his mouth, and he's never known what it was like to struggle like
Yeah.
we have.
Yeah, we are.
I mean,
we have so much struggle.
So much struggle, and
Yeah.
it's not that
The only people that have more of a struggle than us is white women.
right. White women are the most
They're so oppressed.
But yeah, we've had to struggle through like so many unpaid gigs with, my slam poetry, your stand-up comedy.
Mhm.
We've never been paid for either,
Yeah,
and we haven't funded those ventures through just, money from a constant flow of income from daddy.
yeah.
It's not
From our parents.
yeah,
No,
from
it's
the
not
Columbus
that.
you just have the black card with the Columbus name that, unlimited funding on there, and you could just literally
Since 1492.
right.
Yeah.
You literally just have unlimited money and never have to
It's
worry
not.
about anything.
It's not that.
And I
at
don't
all.
come from extremely well-off aristocratic parents too,
Mhm.
and we've never had to work a day in our life. It's not that.
No, we went to
we've been
liberal arts colleges, so we know what struggle is.
Right.
Graduating from a college that accepts you because you paid for it.
Right. So this guy is, he's a rich kid and probably spoiled, probably not down to earth.
Probably a wiener. Probably
Yeah.
can't even throw a ball.
Yeah. I mean, he is 6'5", pretty athletic looking. Some might call him conventionally attractive. Again,
But we don't even know what that looks
yeah,
like.
we wouldn't even know what that is. So,
Yeah.
for all we know,
Probably
he's
gay.
yeah, probably so
He's
gay.
Probably super gay.
Yeah.
Probably just hiding it by banging the Obama.
Yeah,
kid,
yeah,
you know?
right. He's definitely only with her for the fame and status and,
Yeah.
and money.
And we wouldn't do
We
that.
would date her for her.
Yeah.
I mean, we would post pictures
We only know about her public persona.
because of her dad,
Yeah,
who was
and-
president.
And
but
we would definitely try to impress him.
oh yeah,
Yeah, and every time we hung out with her, we'd be like, "Yo, where's your dad at?
right.
Does he want to maybe shoot some hoops or whatever?"
Right, right.
Remember when he did that?
Right,
And I
right.
was like, wow, what a cool president. He
Right.
plays basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would not totally just use her for her fame like her boyfriend Clifton Powell Jr. is doing. We would date Sasha Obama for all the right reasons because of her personality, which we've never met her, so we don't know what her personality is
it's
like, but
good.
I'm sure it's good.
It's got to be good.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. So Sasha, if you're out there, hit us up in our DMs. Leave your privileged boyfriend. There's some other Rihanna and ASAP Rocky were, speaking of black queens, Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. They were spotted out to dinner in LA days after ASAP Rocky got arrested. He was arrested at LAX for like suspicions of like assault with a deadly weapon. And we definitely did not plant that
No.
evidence to get him arrested. We haven't been constantly trying to take him down so we can take his place and
Yeah.
date Rihanna.
Yeah, we
It's
didn't
not
put
that.
like a gun in his bag at the airport.
No.
And then just be like, report, hey, what's going on with
Yeah,
that
what-
guy's
yeah.
bag? I think there's a gun in that bag.
Right.
And then they're like, what makes you think that? And I'm like, look at this. Here's a video of the gun being placed in the bag. And they're like, why do you have that video? I'm like, shut up. Don't worry about it. I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And also, that gun is also stolen. So if you could return that gun to me, that'd be great.
Yeah. So, and then a final black queen, Megan.
Megan the Stallion.
I was sorry. I was just thinking about your your guns. But that's, and you don't, like, we hate guns.
Yeah,
and
we hate guns.
guns are abhorrent, but we should have them just in case. 'Cause,
We don't like guns, but we got them.
yeah,
The boys got them, no
we're
doubt.
packing right now.
You know that scene in The Matrix where they're like, yo, we got to shoot up that thing or whatever when we go into the Matrix, and then they just like snap their fingers and like just a fucking hallway of guns.
Yeah.
That's what we got.
Totally.
We
We
got
have an
that
arsenal
hallway.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good luck trying to take
Yeah.
us down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come get it.
Leaving
bitch.
in a body bag. Yeah. But Megan Thee Stallion went in an interview with Gayle King and talked about how the rapper Tory Lanez shot at her in a car and she got like a bullet in her foot, and she was like crying and sad about it. And Megan Thee Stallion, if you want to come over here and sing WAP and
And Body.
what?
And-
Oh yeah,
yeah.
body yada yada
Yeah,
yada.
yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah.
love her music.
It's all, yeah. We love women's empowerment, that women are like, good at doing stuff, and then that all their songs are about their pussy.
Right.
We
and
love that.
right. And Megan, we would never shoot you.
No. Well,
We would never shoot you in the foot. I mean, we will
unless you
shoot.
wanted
We
us
will
to.
shoot you in the foot metaphorically.
We will shoot around your foot, just
Yeah.
to let you know, like.
Right,
fucking
but we
get
will
in-
never
get it
make
under
contact
control.
with
Yeah.
you. With that being said, I do just absolutely need to use the restroom, so I'll let you
Okay.
take it from here. Maybe
gonna-
I'll be back for the end of it. We'll see.
Okay. All right, he's out. I'm gonna close the show. Let's see. Before I get out of here, I want to say, please follow the pod. Follow us on iTunes. 5-star reviews on all that stuff. Let's see. Share Instagram stories. We appreciate that. Let's see. We got more. Oh yeah, I should read a review or whatever. Damn it, we don't have time for that. I'll read a review on the next episode. Yeah. So yeah, give us 5-star reviews on Spotify and iTunes. That's always helpful. We now have video on YouTube, so go to our YouTube account, 2 Woke Boys. There's new video there. So episode 90's up. In this episode, you'll see also. So we're going to try and get that going full time, and we're going to be putting up little clips there. Also, follow our TikTok page. We're going to start putting TikToks up as well, and Instagram and all that shit. So send us emails. We will respond to your emails. Some of you guys are sending stuff, and we appreciate those articles you send and those things. So keep those coming. 2wokeboys@gmail.com, TOO, woke boys. Donate to the show on Venmo or Cash App via the Slut Fund. That's THESLUTFUND, the Slut Fund. So, we promise that we will donate some of that money to sluts because we are an anti-slut shaming podcast. Follow allies of the show, Malcolm Kellner and Jeff Zinasek, on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. More content's coming, guys. So we appreciate you guys doing that, and you guys are fantastic. So that being said, thanks for listening to episode 91 of the Two Woke Boys podcast. I'm Chris. That was Cole. And together we are Two Woke Boys.
Can you hear my